Get the limited edition signed poster by donating $100. Your donations will support the hardworking team who made the UBC a reality. Thank you so much.
How good is your backgammon? Prove yourself by downloading the new Backgammon Galaxy app for free. Play against players from all over the world, get a Galaxy rating, and see how you rank among the stars. See you in the Backgammon Galaxy app.
Subscribe to the Galaxy newsletter and get tournament info, product news, special discounts, community updates, free content, and much more. Book your room for the Backgammon World Championship and Monte Carlo Open. Limited rooms available and only 500 room nights, so hurry up and book now. Join the UBC 2023 Contender Tournament and the Istavder Tournament. Coming soon, Backgammon Masterclass by Super-Grandmaster Masayuki Mochizuki and Grandmaster Mark Olsen. Subscribe to the Galaxy newsletter to get information about the book launch. Visit the Galaxy shop for luxury backgammon boards and accessories, designed by players for players. New board, Primal, limited edition, only 10 boards made. Order now. Improve your backgammon skills by reading the best books on the market. Available on Amazon. Links in the description below.
What's up, Backgammon fans? Mark Olsen here with Justin Noel. We're heading into match 10 of the UBC final. SANDER took a decisive lead yesterday, winning 2 points, and is now up 11-7 with a maximum of 3 matches to go. So that's a tremendous lead. What do you think about the matches so far, Justin?
The matches have been great. I am hoping every time I sit down and watch them for the most complex games possible. You know, I want back games. I want blunder potential in every single game. I want people to have tough decisions and then find their way through them or stumble over their own feet in the middle of a race. You know, like I love all of it. It's such a great game for that. And it is amazing to watch and heartbreaking at the same time, which is nice.
Yeah, it's like we have a little bit of sympathy for the trailer. It's always like that. We always cheer for excitement here, even though we were supposed to be unbiased. We're kind of hoping for Mochy to make a comeback so we get more matches. But I mean, he has been fighting well. I think Mochy has been struggling to find his absolute A game so far. He's with an average PR of 3.1, which by no means bad, but it's not exactly the Mochy level that we're used to seeing. And SANDER cruising at 2.55
is
pretty
very,
good.
very, very strong. I mean,
Yeah.
those numbers are Super-Grandmaster numbers, are they not?
It might be
close
actually
to?
because the Super-Grandmaster title is decided by the BMAP Federation, and their analysis settings are lighter than the UBC analysis settings. So when you run it through the BMAP, it might be below that 2.5 threshold actually, but I'm not completely sure about that. I'm not even sure SANDER thinks about these things, you know. I just think he'd go in there. And another funny thing about this matchup is that we haven't seen SANDER gain the decision count at any point throughout the 9 matches so far, where we've seen Mochy use some tricks to extend the match to get more decisions and stuff.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. I mean, I know him and Dirk that one year had a gentleman's agreement that they both weren't going to do that.
Well, they also have that now, but the difference is that Mochy finds the times to do it where there are still potential decisions for the opponent, which makes it not forced, and that's why he's not breaking that gentleman rule by doing it. He just knows the rule set, you know, and he's exploiting every single details of it. So Mochy hasn't broken that gentleman rule. He's simply just, playing the UBC matches the way they're supposed to be played, for good or bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to understand all of the intricacies there, because if your opponents are doing it and you aren't, you're at a disadvantage. So
that's something SANDER has to overcome, because SANDER's not doing it. He's just playing pure backgammon.
He hasn't needed to. He's better than everybody, apparently.
Well, he won the World Championship and won the UBC Contender Tournament, and he's doing pretty good so far here in the UBC final.
He's having a pretty good 2022, let's just say, you know?
So far, so good. Okay, Justin, are we ready to get into the match?
I am ready.
I'm
looking forward to it.
The scoreboard, and we see the average PRs as well. 2.55 for SANDER, 3.11 for Mochy.
It is showtime. That's a beautiful board, by the way.
I think so too. It's probably my favorite board actually, the Monte Carlo board.
I like the colorway. It's really nice.
Yeah.
He's looking at the double threes from last game. You see?
Yes, look how he's downloading information.
Yeah, he's updating the software.
Yeah, exactly.
Note to everybody, please update your software on your PCs and your Mac computers. You know, there are security breaches out there. We want you to be protected.
Ready to roll the dice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Too much.
You too, my friend.
Ready? Oh, yes, ready.
Uh-oh. I see it. Oh, no, that's just another Red Bull.
It's a king-size Red Bull.
I have never had one of those in my life. Never. I would have a heart attack. I'm getting old, you know?
Yeah, Sander's resistant to those kinds of substances. It's no problem at all. First a regular size and then a monster size.
He follows from the medium to the extra large.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Double fours.
Yeah, there's only
look
one,
at this.
There's only one play
Yeah.
here. And
You
that's
can-
covering the ace and hitting loose. But it's a tough one to find because you have so many combinations. You really want to make the 20. You want to make the 9. You want to make the 5.
It's just not fair for Mochy to have blunder potential on his second or third roll of this game. I mean, okay,
Oh,
good.
that's a good play, Mochi. He's looking at it.
It's
the only,
so tough. It's so tough.
yeah,
Go ahead.
but it's the only one where you get to double hit and only have one blood in the board. All other variations, I mean, there's this one. This is just a single hit, which means Sander will have a lot of good shots here. An ace hits, a 3 anchors up, a 7 hits on the bar point. Yeah, this is the play. Nice play, Mochi. Really, really good stuff. Super play by Mochi.
And he fans. Okay. We're looking at it. How many men are in the zone? 10. That's super strong. We should
10
hit
is
the
strong.
Cube.
Nice, yeah. Again, I'm predicting that Sander's going to take. Not just because it is a take, but because Sander doesn't like to drop cubes.
Yeah, I mean, he only has a 2-point board right now. He may cover and make the third one,
Yeah,
but he might not.
good take, Sander. So even though Mochi has 10 in the zone, which is a lot, by the way, it's still an underdeveloped blitz attack. So that for that reason, Sander can take.
What if he had already had the 3-point made with
Then
10
it's a
in the
different
zone?
story. Then it's a pass. Then it's a pass.
Yeah. 3-6. Yeah. Please, just do it, Nike. There we go.
Good play by Mochi. Given the fact that it's a double hit, makes it nice to hit loose, even on the deuce point. But Sanders shooting right back. Are we gonna see a shift again here, or are we just gonna make the 5
I
point?
would make the 5 and then just play 24-23.
Yeah, Mochi's looking at it, but as we can see, it's not the right idea. The best play is just to make the 5 point. Is that the best last ace? No.
No, I couldn't do it.
It's better to unstack the 24 point.
I
Why-
never like having 3 checkers on the 24 point. It makes me feel bad.
Exactly. That's the play, Mochi. Okay, he's looking at it.
And plus, you just gain a lot more. You also, so you're not gaining direct contact, but you have enough indirect shots to kind of make it feel like a direct shot on the outside guy anyway.
I agree.
And then you also have a bunch of combination numbers to make more advanced anchors if the outside shots don't hit.
Good play, Mochi. He finds the best play. Superstar from Mochi here, finding the best play.
He's had some tough decisions already.
Yeah. Two, 5. Important anchoring up there for Sander. Pretty good roll. And there we see the combination shots, right?
Yeah, that hits.
It does hit. Sander still on the defensive here. Even though Sander has an anchor, he's still in the risk of getting blitzed here. He doesn't want to dance too many times. And Mochy has to find his way to balance connectivity with the back checkers and the blitz attack, maximizing builders here. So how do we do that best?
Yeah, I would have played the second best play, but I like the first one.
Yeah, the second best play, I mean, both plays involve bringing down a builder from 15 to 10. And then apparently it's slightly better to play 22 to 16 than 24 to 18. I would also play the second play here, 24 to 18.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. It's probably
Just because you want to get your back checkers moving, right? You don't really want to be stuck on the
Yeah.
24 point. Yeah,
But I
that's
guess-
the play.
I guess that, you know, his aces from the roof are really bad, and now you just made them pretty
you're gonna-
good.
But you're going to get a double shot if he rolls like a 4-1.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to account for the .04
Yeah,
difference, you know?
fair enough.
Which is like, you know, it's like, there might be, you know, where his aces then just might give him, you know, like just the shots anyway, but without any real risk.
So Sander has a decision here whether he wants to hit loose on the 3-point, and it's not a strong loose hit, to say the least. It's a weak loose hit if he wants to go ahead and hit on the 3-point here. Or he could play... Okay, okay.
Ooh.
It's 41 millipoint mistake. Not a blunder, but it's slightly slightly too big to get hit in the outfield there.
All right. Well,
This one, I think this one you gotta hit, because now it's the only 3 that makes sense. Stripping the midpoint and leaving a bunch of indirect shots doesn't make too much sense. Coming out makes sense, but it's just too dangerous. So here you can unstack the 6-point, and you kind of have that 1 foot down to establish a double anchor position if you do get hit.
makes sense to me. I mean, you're exposing another blot without the upside of, you know, taking away half of the guy's roll. So, seems legit.
But it is a tough decision over the board here for Sander. I mean,
He did this last time. He did this last time,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, so maybe that's the idea he has in his mind here, which is fair enough. It's not horrible, but it was just a little inaccurate. That's a pretty good roll from Mochy here. It leaves some strong builders. Now he's got to hit for the tempo, right? It's got to be the tempo hit here.
Well, now he can't hop out, so.
Yeah. So we can cross off that idea.
Yes. That option has been taken away from me, so now I will do the other thing.
And there is just, I mean, slotting the 5 is not an option here. Bringing down from the mid is an option, but it's just not very good because it strips the midpoint and leaves a bunch of indirect shots anyway. And I think there was a strong case for tempo hitting here, since Mochy has
Yeah.
builders in place. Oh, it's duplicated.
Yeah. Also, you don't want to allow him to consolidate those 2 blocks that are on the 7 and the 8 point, you know? So hitting has a lot of upside.
Exactly. That's kind of what I meant with the tempo game.
Yeah.
Is that you distract your opponent. Yeah, here Mochy has a big decision. Little does he know that it's a complete tie with just 4 millipoints between them. But he's gonna take his time here, I think.
One
because
play
this-
wins more games, the other one wins more gammons.
Which one wins more gammons?
The hitting play on the outside.
play, uh-huh.
Yeah,
And making the 4-point wins more games.
he's gonna win more games.
Just because you're basically leaving very few good shots to Sander. It's a
Yeah,
tough one. Over the board, this is a tough one.
I think I would have made the 4 over the hit, but I don't like playing with so many blots. It makes me feel bad. But Mochy finds the best play,
Yeah, good play, Mochy.
of course.
Yeah. Finally, he gets to unstack the 6-point Sander. Okay, he's gonna hit, of course. Mochy is in a good position here, and he's also leading the PR point. So this is a... Oh, there's the 4-3. A really, really good start to the match for Super-Grandmaster Mochy here. He needs the 2 points in this
Oh,
match to catch up.
coming out against the 5-point board with this. Playing 8-2 is just too ugly.
It seems to me that the 8-2 move is just like a surrendering move. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna win this game. Let me just dump checkers, so I'm not gonna be on the bar. But coming out to the 17, you actually have a fighting chance. Big blunder from Sander, actually. Or big blunder is 80 millipoint.
It's tough, though. I could see the problem. I mean, there's no saying I wouldn't do it myself. Coming out just feels like you're just going to get gammoned.
Yeah, but you're also getting gammoned by having 5 on the 23 point anyway.
You're darned if you do, and you're darned if you don't.
Yeah.
At least you can try to win, right?
Yeah, exactly. At least there's an upside to coming out. I'm pretty sure that there's very low probability that I would have played 8-2 over the board there. I think I would have come out.
I think there is a better chance that I might do it.
Okay. Aces for Sander.
But I'm in good company. So I don't feel ashamed.
But you weren't sure, so I could probably have convinced you of coming out in a doubles match.
In a chouette, for sure. If we were on the same team, I could have taken your word for it.
Okay, Mochi can actually get creative here and clear the midpoint early, leaving a shot, consolidating everything else. That's interesting. He's not looking at it, he's just making the human play here. I think we're going to see Mochi make a small mistake here, just like I would have. But the best play is to exploit. Yeah, okay, he doesn't like leaving shots, but he didn't get to clear the midpoint, and that might cause some problems down the road. Sander goes for immediate strength, which makes sense. Here we get to clear it. Mochi avoided the ugly clearing rolls.
Mochy comes from the school of I don't leave shots as well, you know?
Yeah,
like
0 positions.
When you've won 2 world championships, you know you're just going to roll better on the next shake.
Mochi bringing it in. Mochi's PR is all the way down at a 1.3. And Sander has had some ugly plays in this game.
Oh, look at this. Coming out for the contact.
That's a cool play, huh? That's a cool play to gain every time Mochi rolls a 6-3, 6-2, and 6-1.
And all of his 5s then have to dump.
5s has to dump to the ace point. Oh, my Sander didn't see it. Small mistake, because you do lose more gammons coming out though. But very clearly the right idea at double match point to come out for contact. Sander's trying to not lose a gammon. I think the problem is that Sander's losing gammons anyway by having so many checkers back. That roll sure help him to save some gammons.
That'll help save a few.
He's down to 34% gammon chances here. That was a tremendous roll for Sander actually.
2 off. Let's go for it.
Yeah, what's taking him so long? Good play. Mochi want to go for the gammon here. Want to go for the kill. Sander rolling another high roll, which is nice.
Sander isn't on the ropes very often, so when he is, you need to go for blood.
Yeah. 6-4 plays well for Mochi.
6-3 on the other hand.
Ooh.
I don't even want to speak it into existence, you know?
Yeah, now you jinxed Mochi.
Oh no, don't do it.
Oh, we saw the 3 first.
I saw the 3. Yeah.
Just getting ready to clear from the rear and ask no questions. 6-5. I guess Sander he could hold it one more time, but does it make sense to run off and play a one-man holding game here?
No, I think you want to stick around for the double shots on like 6-4.
Oh yeah, the 6-4 is huge.
And you can't have that if you run off. And he still has timing to kind of play in for a little bit, and he'll be breaking, so it should be easier for him to leave.
Yeah, and
But 6-4 is a disaster.
It's a disaster. And you also make sure your opponent doesn't roll a joker like double aces or double fours that switches and put you on the bar. So stuff like that. Okay, so it seems to be close with the 3, whether you just run home, save the gammon, or you actually cover up the 3-point.
No, the crossover 8-5.
Oh yeah, the 8-5s, my bad. That's right. Oh yeah, that does a little bit of both. But I wouldn't play 8-5, then I would just run all the way. Yeah, good play, Sander. The gammon is still rather close, so every pip that Sander can save.
Is that a 5-3?
It is a 5-3. Wow, Sander gets a shot.
Oh, I thought it was a 5-1 for a second. Oh no.
Another decision from Mochy here.
So how many men does he have off now? 5?
5.
I think the 6 guy is pretty good. Going from 5 to 6 is a pretty big increase in winning chances if the guy hits you.
Yeah.
And if you hit and like he fans, you could also roll like 6-5 or 6-4 or 5-4 and leave a double shot next time. Which would be bad.
So
very, very bad.
there is a pretty big gain from going from 5 to 6 checkers off if you were to get hit. It's much better having 6 checkers off than 5. But
for sure.
He could simply get it over with and solve all problems with this roll by hitting, and Sander rolling a 5 or a 6.
If you get hit, though, I mean, it's very difficult to take recubes. It's much easier with the 6 guy off.
That's right, exactly. That's why it's so valuable, that 6 guy. It's so valuable because now Sander can't just recube. Even if he gets a closeout, he has to wait until he gets like 2 or 3 checkers off before he can recube. And he does hit it.
I like the other play better. I changed my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
seeing how the universe unfolds.
Yeah, just based on the rolls, I like the way. But you know, the 3 was duplicated to hit and cover as well too, which makes a big difference. Oh my goodness.
That's a huge miss for Mochy, and Sander's a big favorite. What about the 5? Are we slotting? We are slotting.
Wow.
Oh yes, efficiency in containment games. That's the concept. You want to play super efficient with your checkers in containment games like this.
This is a Sander type of play. He'll find this one.
I think he will find it actually. Yes.
Yeah. You know, that 2-1 play he made the other day where he, you know, I really feel like he sees it. And
I have talked about this concept with Sander recently in our training matches. I know that he knows this idea.
Did you record those? Are they available for sale on BackgammonGalaxy.com?
No.
You messed up then, Mark. You messed up.
It's a
gold mine.
Every time look at this play. Beautiful play, Sander. I have to take a little bit of credit on this play. Just saying. Just putting it out there for the record. Nice.
Wow.
Sorry, Mochy, by the way. I've been helping out Sander in his preparations.
One good thing, Mochy can't get gammoned. There we go.
Yeah.
An upside.
But Sander is heading into recube territory.
He is. He's at it now.
Yes, he's at it now because now he's got perfect. Okay, he misses the recube. Okay, but it's because usually you want to be 4 checkers less off, and he was 5. But the thing is, he had perfect spare checker distribution, right?
Exactly.
So it's kind of like having 4 checkers less off.
Well, also white doesn't have everything jammed on the ace like in a lot of reference positions. So
yes.
There's a gap on the 2. There's inefficiencies there, and John O'Hagan talks about this in his lessons. With,
this is not good for Sander. Here he's shown. I mean, Mochy would never make this mistake. This is just not studying reference positions hard enough.
Does Mochy want a fan? Here we go. No,
Sander would be giving Mochy a tough decision here because of it might confuse Mochy that Sander has this very weak spare checker distribution.
It might confuse me, even though I can see the results right now. I still. Oh my goodness! Everything leaves a shot. I mean,
he has to double.
It doesn't. Not everything leaves a shot. I mean, Only 2 big numbers really leave a shot because you can clear your points out of order, which
Yeah,
is
even if you roll like a 4-2, you can just clear the full. He
clear
has
the
to
full
double
point.
here, Sander. How can this not be a double?
How many men does he have off? He doesn't
3
put him in the
checkers
checker
off.
tray.
Yeah, he never uses the checker tray. He doesn't know. We instruct the players before the broadcast, use the checker tray so we can see how many men you have off. So we have to count it out ourselves, and Sander has 3 checkers off. This is a clear redouble, and Mochy, as you mentioned, Justin, even has a gap on the deuce point and doesn't have all his checkers on the ace and deuce. So you have to double this, Sander.
Mochy's trying to not look at him, to not give him a tell on like what he might be thinking. He just keeps that.
Good.
There he goes. He
Very
sees
good.
it.
Very good. And he's giving Mochy a tough decision here. This is a tough one for Mochy.
The thing is, when he takes a long time like that, he might think Sander was not sure even if it's a cube.
But that should lean him towards the take side, right? Oh yeah, you're right. And that confuses him further to think it might be a take.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't even know if I should cube this,
Yeah.
you know? Like a
But,
timing tell when you're playing poker online.
He does take it. Wow, he was
Oh!
confused, even though he has only 3 checkers left.
He got him
3
with the
checkers
timing.
less off.
If he had just doubled him quickly, I bet you Mochy would have been more likely to pass.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, but little did Mochy know that this was actually one of Sander's weaker areas, because Sanders didn't study his reference positions hard enough here to know these. He even does. I know he has a copy of Cube Like a
man.
Boss, but I don't think he read this chapter on post late hit.
Or he read it when it came out, and it's been a while since he's reviewed it, Mark.
I think it's more the former.
Is he really going to take another 4-point lead in this match, just like the last one? With this recube after the late hit?
No, he's still behind. Mochy, it was the only mistake Mochy did. Mochy played a perfect game. Except
No,
for taking this
last
cube.
match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it started off the same way. Mochy was winning, then all of a sudden late hit, recube, take, and then 4 points down.
That's right. But Sander has some work to do here for the PR point. He's trailing rather big so far. But it was just game 1, so it's just 1 blunder probably.
But he's up so much. Mochy can't afford to lose, so being down 4 points.
New board, Primal, limited edition, only 10 boards made. Order now. Improve your backgammon skills by reading the best books on the market. Available on Amazon. Links in the description below.
So I mean, just
winning the match.
Winning the PR isn't enough. Yeah.
Yeah. If Sander can just win the match straight away, it's.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Mochy needs to not just keep winning the PR point, but he also has to find a way to win this match.
Just make the 3. Just try to make something, right?
Yeah, you can't. You don't really have any other place. So Mochy is looking to double aggressively here, trailing in the match, 7 away, 3 away, and this actually makes the cut. This is a double.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Not a double for money, but at the score.
You can see Sander just taking a mental break there. He knows this is an easy take, so there's nothing to think about.
In my own brain, I'd be like, please don't cube me, please don't cube me, please don't cube me.
It's not too bad in this format, actually, to get an easy decision on the cube. And Sander's probably never going to get or rarely gets a recube decision, so maybe it's not too bad for Sander if Mochy doubles here, because he knows with 100% probability that this is a take.
Mochy must know it can't be too far off at the score.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you think Mochy is considering the UBC format here? That he might want to give Sander a tougher decision on the next roll?
Maybe. But he could also be considering it and like, hey, like this could actually be a double and I could be making a mistake by not doubling and, you know, like.
I wonder if Mochy could see that it was just a 12 millipoint mistake not to double, whether he would actually double or if he would wait a roll.
He would double.
Are you sure?
I don't think,
given this format?
For sure. I mean, how many mistakes could he assume Sander would have made by now, right? Like, does he really want to add even that amount of a mistake to this sort of match? That's not nothing with how well Sander's been playing, you know?
Yeah, you probably.
He doesn't want to add any equity loss to any decision. If he thinks it's a cube, and he would just do it.
Yeah. It is a very close decision here. Okay,
Yeah,
he
it's
chooses
super small.
to take a roll. And now Sander really wants to anchor up. Otherwise the cube will be coming.
Uh-oh.
That is not bad though, actually,
No, it plays good.
for a non-anchor roll. It's a pretty good roll.
It's easier to take now than it was before.
Yeah, but it's a slightly bigger double actually because of the volatility is bigger in this position. Mochy has more blitzing power here after making the 3-point, so the cube incentive has gone up. Even though equity-wise, I think his position is slightly worse than the previous position. That's this. Okay, here's the cube. Good cube by Mochy.
Whew.
Oh, wow.
What a shot. All the way
Yeah.
around, please.
Really? What about the blitz attack? I
I
think you need to make the ace point here.
You think
Go
he
for
needs
the-
to make the one?
Then
Oh.
there's this one. That would be okay. It's a blunder. I would.
Ah! Ah!
You're right, Justin. My bad. I'd be making my speed move here to go for the blitz attack is a 65 millipoint mistake. 64 millipoint. There's also this play. Where you go for all in for the blitz.
He did this the other match though, and then he just kind of, like the guy could just roll a 4, and then how are you ever getting
Yeah.
home?
Yes,
This is like such a perfect number. You win so many games just by doing this.
Yeah. I didn't see. Good play, Mochy. Good play. My quick instinct was to run from 18 to 13 and then go for the blitz on the ace point. But I can see now how it's very strong, this move. I mean, how are you going to lose this game?
It's very tough, but I will say that Mochy has been finding a way to lose these games you can't lose.
Yeah.
It's not a good talent to have.
But it's not the usual. That's not the usual way Mochy is playing. Usually it's the other way around. He finds a way to win games that you're not supposed to win. But
It's true.
Not this far in this UBC final.
The most famous game I've ever recorded of him playing is against Alexandra Numfer in the New York Open, where she couldn't clear a 3' for, I don't know, like 13 rolls. She couldn't just jump one checker. She didn't roll a number larger than a 3 for like 13 rolls in a row.
Okay, that sounds impossible.
Yeah, she goes from closing him out and like winning a gammon to then losing a gammon.
Okay, sounds brutal. I think I remember that video actually, in that sequence. Yeah. Okay, so here Mochy has to leave something, so why not just clear and leave a fly shot? It's a 4-6, a 1-6, and a 5-2. So it's 6 out of 36 dice combinations. Good play, Mochy. And Sander this is Sander's chance, I think.
He does a special, he did a little special roll there too to try to get it.
That's what he usually does.
So do I.
He's got the backhand, and what do you call this kind of style? That was more like a little shake, like a vibration.
A tumble. It was
a tumble.
It was a tumble. You let it. You got to give the dice room to breathe. Yeah, the other one does look better going to the 3-point.
Yeah, small detail. Sander has time here. He's not going to get a shot in the upcoming sequence, so he can just go ahead and slot something if he wanted to. But there's not really. Then you want to slot both ace point and the deuce point. You can also play this. It's also fine. It's actually the best play according to XG.
Okay. Everything to the 3?
Yeah, I think we're just clearing from the rear here. That's a perfect roll, actually.
I mean, it works.
It works.
It works. I'm not re-rolling.
Okay, again, Sander has time to slot the inner board here. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, he can slot both.
He can slot both. Yeah, he's not going to get a shot.
Nothing's going to give him a shot. And when nothing's going to give you a shot, you might as well just slot the points. You might actually make them, and it's good for the race to have,
Yeah, that's
aces
right.
and deuces to take off. 5-4.
Because now you get into this situation where you kind of have to make the ace point out of order. Is he considering running here? He's so far behind in the race, but it's actually not that bad to run. At least it's pure. You get to slot the deuce point.
Oh wow, it's like almost even.
It
Oh,
is
it is
actually
better.
the better play to run all the way. Wow. I mean, I think this is one of those cases where a single checker holding game is almost as good as an anchor holding game, and you get to not play ugly on your side of the board. You can just
tough.
continue to play pure, but it's a tough play to find. I think 99% of the backgammon community would just make the ace point here.
I'm included in that percentile.
Yeah, there's this play. This is just a little bit front loading, but look how close they are. Actually, Sander shouldn't be spending too much time.
If he only knew it was this close,
Yeah.
you might think it's a blunder to run off the anchor.
Yes, but he did take a lot of time, so I think that was what he was wanting.
Everything to the 3 again.
It's not that bad.
This might be a record.
It might be the most checkers we've seen on the 3-point in the UBC finals.
Shouldn't he cover with the 1 in that?
Ooh, nice, 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 nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. This is a
Nice
great
play, Sander. The maybe split.
Oh, wow. And look, it pays.
Ooh, he gets the double shot. Does it? Is it 4-1 or 4-3?
It's 4-3, 4-3.
Yeah, the transcribers got it wrong here.
He fixed it. He fixed
He
it.
fixed it. It's almost a double shot.
Yeah.
He gets.
Well, I mean, there's 2 blots for sure, and this is this is bad. Oh man, Mochi can't believe it.
Sander gets rewarded from that beautiful play.
No,
splitting up his anger.
I love those spots. That was a really
Yeah.
good one.
It's a nice situation to do it because Mochi has so much material past the checkers, which means that it's not really dangerous to do so. So you can just maximize contact for free, basically.
I've got a folder of these on my computer. I'm going to add this one to it.
Nice. Me too. We're revealing our secret, our Grandmaster secrets, Justin.
We,
I think.
we'll have to edit this out. Let's remove it immediately.
But the word is out on keeping a blunder database. That's probably like a decade ago. But that was one of my secret weapons when I was coming up 16, 18 years ago. I quickly found out that just take screenshots of Snowy on all these decisions and categorize them. And it helped me tremendously.
I remember when I first posted the 5-3.62 split double twos to the Facebook group years ago. And you were like, Justin, that one is not for everyone to know.
Really? I don't even remember.
I do.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Usually I'm all for sharing knowledge, but there are some things that let's just, not too many players know this.
The first time you see that one and you realize it's like a 150 blunder to not make the best play, people go, oh, I can't even.
Yeah. Yeah, Mochi's gonna think this out. This is a huge decision, obviously. It's a tactical play, so Mochi is running through all of the upcoming dice combinations. He might even do a 2-ply here. Analysis, but he does find the best play.
Oh, what is gonna happen? 5-1. Missed.
5-1, but it's still not over.
Yeah, but it's still better than a 4.
Yeah. Mochi is happy so far. 2-1. That's a great roll. He gets to clean up. Mochi gets
Perfecto.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Does feel like it, yeah. And now Sander is in trouble again. Okay.
No.
The 5 is forced. And maybe we have the record now for most checkers on the 3-point. Oh, Sander hits.
Oh my god. And are you going for your efficiency again, Mark? 3-1?
Definitely.
Ah, you see,
Oh,
I've learned
really?
something new. Oh no, they changed their mind.
The XG++ says, so why is it wrong here? Is it because you have a good cube if you don't get hit? Is that why? What is that?
He's got no men off, does he?
Or maybe he's got no men off, so maybe it's a little bit of an overplay here. He does have a 3-point board, Mochi, which means it's a little bit annoying to get hit. And some of the aces are quite cruel, actually, like
1-2.
a 1-2 and a 1-1. So maybe it's a little bit too big to slot here.
He also only has one like really, really bad roll, which is like 1-3, I guess, right?
Yes. Which I guess would be better if you didn't. I don't know if you didn't have. Oh, look at we have a doubling situation here. This is
Even
redouble.
at this score, wow.
Well, think about it, Sander. How are you going to lose this match? Mochi's take point is 9%. I think
Now-
9.1% because that's your winning chances at 7 away, 1 away Crawford. And he actually has 8.8% here, so it's a pass. That's a poor roll. Mochi has to roll an ace,
With a 6.
but maybe Sander still doesn't know whether he should double or not. I mean, he obviously just got better. Mochi's down to 6% winning chances. This is exactly what you want, Sander. You have a position where you have super high winning chances. This is what you need. So Sander must think that he's less than an 89% favorite here. And as we can see, he's way higher. And now there's a little bit of gammon in it. Now it became too good because now you can just take a free roll here. Even double sixes doesn't leave a shot. Yeah, now it's too good. At least Sander got some more cube decisions. So there's a bit of a discount on the mistake of not doubling. And now we go back to being a cash because this is not too good because we have an ugly 6-5.
You can leave shots, and the gammons are nominal.
Yeah.
That's just what, 3%?
3.3%, and it actually comes with a risk here, Sander. The risk of rolling a 6-5, which has a higher probability than 3.3%. That has a probability of 5.6%. So Sander should just cash.
Yeah, and you're just at Crawford. Crawford 7 away. I mean, it's pretty strong.
Yeah, and he does. He does cash it. Good play, Sander. And Mochi must know this is a pass because he knows that his take point is 9.1%, and it's impossible to win 9% here from this position, being closed out. Yeah, Mochi just taking a deep breath and then dropping the cube.
And as Mochy brings these games home, they just get uglier and uglier and uglier with every roll. The dice have not been kind to him.
Yeah. So 6-0 Crawford, Sander. Mochi is leading the PR point though, which means...
Visit the Galaxy shop for luxury backgammon boards and accessories, designed by players for players. Book your room for the Backgammon World Championship and Monte Carlo Open. Limited rooms available and only 500 room nights, so hurry up and book now.
Yeah, but Mochi is holding on to that PR lead, which means that he's not out of the tournament yet. There's still life. If he can get 1 point in this match, we are going to see at least one more match. But what Mochi really want is to win a 2-pointer here. But it's going to be difficult.
It's going to be very, very tough. I've lost these before, though, so I know it's possible.
It does happen 9% of the time. So Sander is going to hit loose with a deuce, and then he's going to think about the 3 here. Usually you just double hit when you already have some freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he double hit. He's up in the race. He has an extra man in the zone. He has some extra freedom with the back checkers. Good play, Sander. Sander's giving Mochi his 12 seconds back after Mochi's misroll. Decision for Sander. Do you make the 5 or do you make the anchor here? What do you think,
Anchor.
Anchor.
I favor the anchor.
Yeah. It's not as effective to make the 5 point here because you already have a man on the ace point and Mochi is quite advanced with his back checkers. It's not that you want to minimize gammons. It's actually the double match point play to make the 18 point anchor. Yeah, that's the play. That's a good play, Sander.
Especially with the checker on the 1 point, you know, it's you hitting and getting hit back with the blot on the ace could just go poorly. This just solidifies your entire position, so you
Good
just
play,
hit the
Sander.
anchor and play for the race.
Exactly, you want to play for the race. And yeah, and if you were to make the 5 point, you would also be giving a lot of good rolls to Mochi where he can attack on Mochi's bar point. So good play by Sander. Look at this one. He's not even supposed to anchor up. Uh-huh. Yeah, the 11 point seems to be better. Okay, that play, it gives a rather good 4 to Sander. So apparently the computer didn't like it so much. The computer just wanted to play 13 to 8 and strip the midpoint. But a tough play there for Mochy actually. Sander makes the best play.
2-1. And the ace continues up.
Yeah. Connects the back checkers. Yeah, there's that 4 for Sander that Mochy gave him by coming out to the 16 point. Pretty nice.
Yeah, having the 20-point anchor when the opponent already has the ace point made just feels like very, very, very strong.
Yeah.
Then you roll this.
He's not gonna run off the 20 point. That's gotta be wrong. So what else do we have? We have 13 to 2. We have 2 from the 11. We could also duplicate 4s by playing 11 to 5, 13 to 8. But it seems that the best play is just to play 13 to 2. For lack of better options.
You're minimizing shots and the race is almost even. So playing with a lot of blots, probably not the best idea. Oh, he's looking at the duplicating 4 play.
This is the creative play.
It's a cute one.
It is cute.
It wins the beauty contest for sure.
But it's kind of slotting the 5 point with the wrong checker. It makes it slightly less beautiful. Okay, he finds the creative play. Well, props for style points.
Oh, and then
But,
punishment.
Oh,
They say duplication for the sake of duplication, you know? That's Wow.
and what about the last 4 here? It seems that Sander is better off just running out. Yeah, that's the best play. Good find, Sander.
Yeah, I feel like just the running plays are just on average what you play just to win the game.
Yeah.
You don't want to stay back and get stuck back there accidentally.
Double hit from Sander. Again, for lack of better alternatives, but at least he's trying to prevent Mochy from getting a double anchor. The 6 is good.
6 5
is
comes.
Yeah, this match could be over in this game. It's looking good for Sander here. Mochy needs to find a way to get in, because as it stands, Mochy has 1 point from the PR, but it's not enough. He's trailing 4 points with maximum of 3 matches to go. So Mochy really needs to survive this.
Oh, wow, look at how big they're playing. It's not even that big. I mean, there's 2 guys on the roof, but just to slot the 7.
Because of the 2 men on the roof. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
double
the roll.
threes.
That is the roll.
We have a game.
Oh yes. 43% winning chances for Mochy from here.
How are you bringing this home now?
Oh, double 3 should help.
You just
1,
make the
2.
7.
Yeah, but you're gonna leave a blot somehow. But
Yeah,
that,
but
no.
if you start with that one, you can't make the 7, right? Not without
Yeah,
leaving
that's
2 blots.
1, 2. That's Sanders.
The 7 is just too strong against this sort of position.
Oh, it's actually not that bad to just come down to the 10 point here.
Oh, let me look at the
It's
XG
actually just
here.
a 7 millipoint mistake.
Okay.
Yeah. I had the same intuition as you, Justin.
I like to make pretty pictures, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the play Sander just looked at has the advantage of not creating new liabilities in front of the back game. So there's this one. You do create a liability by making a new point, but it's also a safe landing for the remaining checkers. Not an easy play, and Sanders down to 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Oh, Mochy stops the clock and corrects Sanders' initial position. Mochy is touching Sanders' checkers without approval. which is not a problem.
Where,
Unless you are.
No, don't do it. Don't egg them on. I live in this country now, Mark. These are my people. These are my people. Don't you dare. Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
That play, I'm surprised. What is that checker supposed to do on your 4-point sander?
I don't know.
That's ugly. That's ugly.
This play is clear with the 2 points held in the home board, though. You don't have to worry about getting hit with the ace, so we just play as pure as possible.
Yeah. When we're talking about beauty in backgammon, I heard Kent Goulding in a presentation. He talked about 3 concepts, but I actually have 4 concepts that encaptures beauty in backgammon: efficiency, purity, flexibility, and freedom. I added the freedom part because I think that's actually, you can't really have a beautiful position if you're trapped behind a prime with the multiple checkers.
Is this a conversation about backgammon or politics, Mark? I can't tell. I also, as an American by birth, believe in freedom.
Oh, that's actually a good one. Good point. I never thought about that. So it might have, it might have crossovers. You know, those people who always likes to make references to games and life, say backgammon, it's similar to life, or chess, it's similar to life in this and that way.
Do you know who says that the most, though? People that are generally not great at those games. No, I'm kidding. Chess is like war, says the 1200 player.
Yeah. Chess is not like life.
No.
Backgammon, a little bit more like life because it's risk reward and all those kind of stuff. It's
all
true.
right.
But,
2 down. Let's go.
But chess is definitely not like life.
To be fair, you know, it's like, how well do you understand chess? How well do you understand life? I mean,
so it could actually be completely identical. Chess could be the perfect metaphor for. Ooh, no.
Oh no, not this one, because you still might not get the guy home next time.
Yeah. And he doesn't have to. He can hit without breaking an anchor as well. Yeah, Sander has misplayed this Baron against the back game.
Yikes.
He hasn't been maximizing the beauty principle.
Plus, you want the guy to break those points in your home board to hit you to begin with, instead of just giving you free shots with the 4.
It's every checker you dump is limiting your flexibility and makes it more likely that you're going to leave a double shot. Even if Sander clears the blot, he still has trouble clearing the 8-point here. No spares left. I mean, 5-4 is a pretty good roll for Sander.
It's a pretty good one.
It's a pretty good roll.
It's a pretty good one. Okay, I'm going to make the 8 just because I might get a shot this roll.
Yeah. And there are lots of ugly rolls for Sander here. He wants to roll. What is that?
That is a shot. It's a shot.
This is what Mochi needs.
No.
This is exactly what Mochi needs, and a hit here would be fatal. Mochi needs that ace. It's spinning.
Don't you fall. Don't fall in between.
Yeah. The
Don't
ace.
fall in between.
Wow. Sander is smiling.
20 to 18. 20 to 18. Please do it.
Yeah, there's no downside here. Just spread them all out. There was a flashback to the spinning die in match 3 when Mochi was down to 13 seconds on the clock, and that die just kept spinning. And he even lost 3 seconds on the clock.
And you were like, if you only had 3 seconds left, you could have lost the match on time.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's a big miss, Sander. Sander has a small chance still, 13%. If he can just avoid getting more checkers stuck. And
Yeah.
that's
No
the
hit.
first tip.
Oh, with a hit.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I would not
That's
have hit.
surprising. I guess if you hit, you take away the next step of Mochi for conquering the outfield. So now Mochi can flood the outfield.
It was a mistake by almost nothing, though. Like, because you could just also have a second guy back now.
Exactly. I'm surprised that it was even close because
No.
my clear feeling was to not hit, but there must have been some merit to it.
I might have accidentally influenced you incorrectly, Mark. I'm sorry. Oh man.
Sixes. Oh yeah, it works.
Oh,
It works. It works. Wow, this is what Mochy needed. He made the comeback from the back game. It looked terrible when he had 2 men on the bar against the 4-point board. He rolled the double threes to get that double anchor position, and then he striked with precision when the opportunity arose.
I don't know if you've ever seen American football, but I would call a 5-yard penalty for encroachment with all of Sanders' black checkers on the ace point there.
I understood none of those words coming from your mouth, Justin. Literally, you would have to draw it out for me, I think.
From X's and O's, you know?
Yeah. That's the first. This is a little bit awkward. So
Slot the ace. Whoa, yeah, you got to slot the ace.
You kind of have to slot the ace because you don't really have much. I mean, you could play 7 to 3.
Because you get to keep the 5 prime at least when you slot the ace, right?
Yeah. And it's more flexible. Here
and getting hit with an ace doesn't hurt you.
It doesn't hurt you at all. And here, so you just decreased your flexibility for
Getting hit with a 2 really hurts you though. Not really, I mean, but oh my goodness, don't you dare, Sander.
Ooh, Mochy. There's a little trap here. I think Mochy's gonna find the best play, which is to hit. But there's a trap laid out by the backgammon gods here that you could potentially make a blunder if you don't hit.
I would rather my opponent roll a 2 instead of a 6.
Yes, that's the logic. That's exactly the logic. It's a blunder. Good play, Mochy. Blunder averted. Sander dancing. Okay, and now it looks very good for Mochy once again. We had a little bit of excitement there.
A little too much. A little too much.
Yes, it came from Mochy's misplay of the double 4. Whoa!
Oh my god! This is not fair! Can I buy these dice on the Galaxy Shop, Mark?
You can. It's $200.
Oh, well worth every penny. Okay, so you stay on the 13 for sure, and then just slot the ace, yeah?
Yes, I mean, would you rather be on the 22 or 21 point? I'm not sure, but I definitely want to unstack the 4 point rather than the 5 point to slot the ace point. So I think that's the tell.
And you want to stay 6 away, even though it gets hit more, because then all the smaller numbers don't get by you, like 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3. You get direct shots.
That's right. There's a lot of those. Okay, Sander. Mochy really needs to hit this guy. How many numbers?
Is this match? What is going on?
Whoa!
Did he get him? Oh, he got him.
Oh wow, that was crucial.
What is this music in the background, Mark?
Okay, so I'm not the only one hearing it. It's epic music.
I didn't know Mochy got a theme song from hitting a guy from the roof. I felt like I was in Jurassic Park or something, man. Watch out for the Velociraptor, Mark.
Yeah, that's a Michi. That's his new play. When you triple hit.
That's the Velociraptor. I wonder what the Dilophosaurus is.
That's when you stack up 12 checkers on the ace point.
On the ace point, yeah. That's the encroachment I was talking about.
Yeah.
Look, Mochy can't put another checker on the ace point if he tried.
Look at the clock. Mochy is down to 43 seconds.
Oh, he's plenty of time for him to come back with 43 seconds. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he just clears from the rear here. It looks like one of those games where it's almost impossible to win here for Sander. So Sander's probably just chilling a little bit, taking a mental break.
2 off.
Thinking about the upcoming post-Crawford cube decisions. Sander's gonna have a free drop after Mochy winning 1 point here.
I read that chapter about that in his book there.
In Nick Blazer's book?
Yeah, that's the one. Nick Blazer's book. I read that chapter recently. So I'm going to know what to do.
Nice. Pretty important. Oh, is it Gammon? No,
No,
Gammon.
no Gammon.
Gammon saves the Gammon. I'm not sure if Sander got his decision there. I don't think he got the decision because he just resigned single and Mochy accepted. So that's again a Sander. We've seen him doing the opposite of maximizing his decisions.
I will accept your resignation.
Yeah.
Coming soon, Backgammon Masterclass by Super-Grandmaster Masayuki Mochizuki and Grandmaster Mark Olsen. Subscribe to the Galaxy newsletter to get information about the book launch. Join the UBC 2023 Contender Tournament and the Istavder Tournament.
It's really interesting. Sander is he's actually doing the best possible he can to not get extra decisions.
I think he takes a sick little pride and joy in it. I think he knows he's doing it intentionally. There's no part of me that thinks he doesn't know that he's doing it. I think he knows he's doing it and loves it every time he does it.
I think it's a little bit of both, because I think he doesn't. I know he doesn't like this decision hunting, but in this case, I don't think he was thinking about it. I just think, oh, this is not a gammon, so I can just resign single. So I think it's a little bit of both. Yeah, that's the free pass.
Oh, this was it. This was a take.
Wait, was that a take?
Subscribe to the Galaxy newsletter and get tournament info, product news, special discounts, community updates, free content, and much more.
It said it was a take.
Yeah, it might be because you want to save your free drop for later. Is that the idea?
Potentially, I've heard of some things like this where, you know, when you're 6 away, maybe some things, but it honestly it wasn't a big deal. I just thought it was interesting. It wasn't like it was really worth much, but
it's also interesting that Mochy didn't double here. So Mochy is trying to go for the post Crawford trick and trying to get Sander into a decision where he might make a mistake.
Have you ever been tricked by this, Mark?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not that I remember.
No, not that I remember. Yeah.
So it's quite rare. I have seen people get tricked though.
Yeah.
But it's so rare that
you get into a position so bad you go, this must be a pass. This must be a pass. But in Nick's book, he shows you positions that are absolutely trash positions that are still takes.
Yeah.
And you just go, really? You can even take this. Pretty good.
Oh, that was a big roll for Mochy, huh? Double fives coming around the corner, getting absolute freedom.
Did he miss his market? No, I'm kidding. Oh, where's the cube? Come on.
Yeah, he's waiting.
The thing is, he's
waiting.
It's possible you could get someone to pass this.
Oh, yeah, but Sander would never pass,
maybe
of course,
not Sander, but somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe not Sander, but maybe Dander? Maybe like a cousin.
Yeah.
A cousin of Sander. Flander. But not Sander, yes, of course. Ooh, a shot.
That's interesting. Mochy just seems to be making volatile plays just for the sake of it.
He just got the freedom.
Yeah.
And now he loses the shot.
Now it's the cube.
Ooh.
I mean,
Ooh.
Yeah, because there's a little bit of gammon here. Look, it's close. It's close. It's 81 millipoints. Gammon rate is up to 11%. So for the viewers who aren't that familiar with match play theory, this is what we call a free take, because there's no risk for losing 2 points here. It's the same as losing 1 point, because all games are played for 2 points at post Crawford. But when you have more gammons in the positions, there could be situations where it's actually a pass. And Sander found the right decision here, but it was rather close. And it's very rare that we get to see anybody get tricked by this.
I thought that it, like, obviously it's not, but like there was at least, I don't know, maybe there was no chance.
There must have been a little, maybe 10% chance or something. That's
no,
Sander.
10 is maybe too high, but like maybe 3 for sure.
Yeah, 3.
10% for Sander, no way, but like 3, definitely 3 could be there.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, kill your 6s, Sander. Why not kill the 6s?
Yeah, no, I like killing the 6. slow down your Baron.
Yeah, and Mochy rolls his prime forward. That's the right technique. When you have a 6 prime and you're not scared of getting counter primed, you can just slot the front of the prime. Mochy could slow down even further by playing 8 to 7.
And that's the best play, because then your sixes play kind of bad this way. You can leave a shot with 6-5, right?
Yeah, and you have to play 8 to 2, which is a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
So you slow down your own crunch and let your opponent crunch by stacking up the 7 point. But Mochy didn't go for that maneuver.
Yeah, and no, 8 to 2 is better.
Oh, he's down to 26 seconds on the clock, Mochy.
That's probably why, yeah.
But this is an interesting match we have at our hands here. Because if Mochy wins here, there's still a little bit of gammons in it. There's always a little bit of gammon when you have an ace-point game. Yeah, Sander. I guess Sander wants to roll a 6 to save gammons, but I'm not completely sure. 8.5% gammons in this position here, so it's unlikely, but not impossible.
Hello. That helps.
That helps a lot. 6-5. I think Sander should just give it up here. Shouldn't he just run?
I think he should run.
I mean, how is he gonna win this game? By staying back?
Well, to be
He's go
fair,
for the
how many
win.
rolls are there? 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Look at this! Look at this!
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Oh,
Oh, 3-2.
there's a chance.
Oh, no.
Could get to double match point here. Oh, he gets 2
Oh.
off. He dodges the ace. Sander
If he
needs
doesn't turn the
two
corner, there
crossers.
is a...
Ooh, that's a
wow.
huge roll. But Mochy has the chance here. Double 3s and bigger. 4 rolls out of 36. No, doesn't get it.
Cocked. It's cocked. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Wow. That is...
That is a gammon. And here there are no decisions because this is a...
Do you hear him talking?
oh, no, sorry, what did he say?
He said it felt like it could be a pass, you know.
How good is your Backgammon? Prove yourself by downloading the new Backgammon Galaxy app for free. Play against players from all over the world, get a Galaxy rating, and see how you rank among the stars. See you in the Backgammon Galaxy app.
Visit the Galaxy shop for luxury backgammon boards and accessories, designed by players for players.
Playing your random players on the Galaxy app in the money games is fun, especially when they recognize your screen name on there and they send you the heart eyes at the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
They're like, this is... Go ahead.
We're gonna have custom avatars coming up for star players, and you are also selected, Justin, as a star
I got
player.
a
So
custom avatar. Let's go.
You gotta get your own custom avatar.
I
Very
like it.
rare. So yeah, that's cool. That's
Hope you guys chose a good
2020.
picture of me, you know, because I've lost some weight. I've been running every day, Mark. Wow. Whew. This has been a good match. Mochy's on the
Excellent
comeback
match.
trail
Oh yes,
here, you know?
and look again. He's waiting with the recube. He's gonna try to do the same trick one more time.
He almost... No, he didn't almost get him last time. He took, but like, there was a chance.
Yeah.
5-1, okay.
And in the process, he's also gaining more cube decisions, actually, which is definitely quite important at this format. So basically, Mochy has 2 decisions for every 1 decision Sander has.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. It is, because as long as there's 1 millipoint of difference between decisions, it counts as a decision.
Interesting. And so because Sander's just one away, the cube doesn't really matter to him.
Sander can't cube here. Sander doesn't have any cube decisions. And
exactly.
Mochy has a close decision every roll. So this is a tremendous advantage in the PR competition to be post Crawford at an odd away score.
Good for the PR, but not good for the win.
That's right. But Mochy is squeezing out equity in every possible way, and he knows this format. It's his. It's his championship title on the line. He's been the reigning UBC champion for the last 3 years, but Sander is really giving him a good run for the money here. Double force by Sander.
Oh,
Tremendous roll.
wow.
Yeah.
Hit again.
Sander has a blitz formation here, so the hit on the ace point does make sense. That is a blitzing move. It's a move that enforces the game plan where you are strong. Yeah.
And you
good
also
play,
don't,
Sander.
and if the guy
Good play.
rolls an ace, I mean, you don't want him anchoring there either, because that is
Yeah.
also going to decrease your winning chances by a lot.
So it's probably the double match point play as well, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good roll. Gets to cover and gets to step up. Mochy is in trouble here. Mochy needs, that's the first three. Very good. Mochy needs more threes.
That's step one.
Yeah, what is Sander gonna do with the 6 here? Ooh, Sander
The
gets
anchor.
yeah, gets
Mochy needs another 3.
sneaks out the back door, Sander. Ooh, Mochy, he needs a 3. That's a hit. Yeah,
Yep.
Mochy's under pressure here.
4 down for the covers.
Mochy needs a 3. He doesn't. Oh, this could be all over. Yeah, it looks like a match point win for Sander, but a 1-1, which means that we get at least one more match. We get to see match 11, and where Mochy has to win 2 points in order to get to match 12.
Yeah, I mean, the first games in this match and the last one, Sander won 4 points and turned the game around. It's tough.
Yeah, Sander has been more. He's had luck on his side, at least it seems, in the majority of the matches.
You know, when the computer says the guy's going to win like 8% of those games, I assume that means he's never going to win that game. In my mind, I go, that is literally 0%.
Sander playing safe here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just clear from the
Clear the
rear.
other.
Nice. Yeah, this is a win for Sander. This is basically a gin position. So Sander gets 1 point, one crucial point, getting one step closer to the championship title, to becoming the new ultimate backgammon champion. But Mochy is not done fighting. He's gonna win 1 point here, the PR point, which is gonna take him into match 11, where he desperately needs a 2-point win to stay alive.
It's challenging now. I want to say that I know you won the PR again, but it was when I said it last time. It was like I feel ashamed. But
I screwed up in last in
oh, you think?
the couple of decisions.
Actually, I feel like I liked everything you did more or less. What's the trick with the cube? I don't understand.
What do you mean?
Why you wait to double? You want me to take a pass?
Maybe you drop sometimes, you know, when it's an easy take.
I will just take anything basically, but
Oh, then then it doesn't work. I mean, I have to do anything that could screw you up. You know, I'm such a behind anyway.
I have a feeling we have one more match to go.
Good stuff.
He had
Yeah.
a feeling,
He had a feeling.
and he was correct. There is another
Yes.
match to be played. At least we have one more for sure. Hopefully we get 2.
So a crucial match point win for Sander. He's up 12-8 now. Just one single point away from taking the UBC title and becoming the ultimate backgammon champion of 2022. This was a pretty exciting match, Justin. What do you think about this match?
I like it. I like it when there's decisions and there's ways to go wrong and they choose correctly or they don't. I like those sorts of things. Nothing worse than me just watching a bunch of holding games. I like it when it just gets really, really sloppy and there's a lot of things to wade through. And you might not get your best PRs in those games, but it just adds to that level of excitement, you know?
Yeah, well, I think both players played really well here, especially Mochy. It seems to me that Mochy plays better under pressure for some reason. I don't know why, but Mochy played a tremendous match here. And we did get to see a lot of drama. We got to see the post-Crawford cube, where would Sander even pass this free take? And we saw the comeback. So really interesting match.
I've enjoyed it. I mean, I thought that there was maybe a 3% chance that he could be tricked by that cube at the end. And Mochy thought so too. He goes, hey, there's a chance, you know, you never know. You never know. Like, we've definitely seen crazier things than that. So I look forward to the next one, and I just hope that there's a 12.
Yeah, well, we need Mochy to win 2 points in match 11 in order to get to match 12. But
I'm not rooting for one player over another player. I just want to see more backgammon, you know. And when you have a format like this, when you get to see the number 1 and number 2 players in the world, whomever those may be at this particular moment, just playing backgammon, I like it a lot.
Yeah. Well, basically, we're down to Mochy needs to take the last 4 points. That's the only way Mochy can win. And tomorrow in match 11, he needs to win 2 points in order to get to match 12. So if anybody can do it, it's Mochy. And he has been putting on a good show so far. It seems that Mochy is still struggling. Well, that's not actually true, because he seems to be finding his A level now, especially the last 2 matches.
He's playing really well, but sometimes the dice in this game just don't care what you do. You know, like you can just play your best and the dice just don't care.
Yeah. And we have to remember there's a bit of randomness in the decisions you get as well. One thing Mochy is good at, though, is maximizing that decision count, especially when you see the post Crawford. He waits to double, he gets a double decision. So he knows the format inside and out. And he's also the only player ever to make that Super-Grandmaster title in the BMAP Federation, right? So it's a little bit the same. He's really good at playing low PRs. And he's a tremendous backgammon player, of course. That's the main secret. But it's fun to see how SANDER just, no matter what, he does not take an extra decision. Even it's right there, just make the move and you get 1 extra decision. SANDER doesn't do it. He's minimizing his decisions.
Yeah, I mean, it really hasn't affected the outcome much one way or the other. It doesn't appear, at least in these matches. You know, there's been some close ones, but it doesn't look like anything that's been too close where, you know, a decision here or there would have really tipped the scales in any way. I guess the only time that might come into effect is if there's some sort of tie and the overall averages as they come together, maybe something there. Yeah. But I just like that he doesn't care.
Yeah, it is quite fun. I like both because Mochy shows you how if you're a grandmaster and you want to really make your best BMAP rating, or you want to make the best maximize the points in the UBC competitions, you got to play like Mochy. You know, he's showing the way, and SANDER is just showing the opposite. It's like, I'm just playing backgammon. You know, I play the purest form of backgammon. I don't care about all that stuff. So I think both is really fun to see this different style from both players.
So I don't know if SANDER cares about making super GM, right? But if you're playing like maybe like a 2.55, 2.6, like those little things could be the things that do get you below that threshold, right?
That could be.
Overall,
right.
Like, and throughout all those matches, yeah.
And he played a 2.45 in the UBC Contender tournament over like 20 matches or something like this. So he might not even be that far from the Super-Grandmaster title.
Yeah. There could be another one on the way.
Crazy to think about, actually. Yeah. These Super-Grandmasters, we thought that, oh, this is impossible to achieve. And all of a sudden, Mochy achieves it. And like, this is so, he's pushing the boundaries. And now we're seeing SANDER actually being pretty close, probably. I'm not exactly sure what the exact goal is, the amount of experience points and so forth. I just know it's 2.5 PR average on the BMAP settings, which is the Extreme Gammon World Class analysis, which is much lighter than the UBC setting of analyzing matches. So yeah, it could be close with SANDER getting to that. Yeah. Anyway, let's thank our sponsors here, Backgammon Galaxy and FM Gammon. Shout out to the Backgammon Galaxy app. Shout out to the new masterclass book coming. Remember to subscribe to the Galaxy newsletter. If you haven't done so already, go back in the match here. We had one ad, I think, in the beginning where we have a QR code. Take your phone, take a photo, subscribe to the Backgammon Galaxy newsletter, because that's where we share all the tournament information, new YouTube videos, all that stuff. So it's a fantastic newsletter and lots of free content as well.
Also, like this video, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my Backgammon channel. Justin Plays BG, cash games, all sorts of things on there. Also teaching videos. I also do lessons on backgammongalaxy.com. please feel free to contact me, Mark, or anyone else associated with this lovely company. And Michi, are you ready to roll the dice?
That's a perfect one. Okay, so guys, see you tomorrow, and stay tuned for Michi's Grandmaster analysis.
Sounds good.
Are you ready to roll the dice? Now, we have the UBC Grandmaster analysis by Michihito Kageyama. I picked up one position from today's match. The score is 6-0 for black, a Crawford game. That means we can ignore gammons for both sides. So how do you play 6-5 for black? Obviously, we have two good options. One is 13-2. Another is 2 men down from the midpoint. Which choice do you prefer? So of course, if we choose 2 men down, now white will get a double shot. And it is 20 shots. I recommend you to memorize this figure. So that's why over the board, 13-2 was chosen. Here, white has only single shot, but we need to count number of shots. So because of the direct shot of a 4, white has 11 shots, plus double 1, double 2, 3, 1, 4 extra shots, plus from the midpoint, from the 20 point, 6, 2, 5, 3, another 4 shots. So in total, white has 19 shots. So compared to the 20 shot, the difference is only 1. It's so small that we need to take other factors into account. But what is our other factors? Which is the lack of the spare checker. Black has no spare checker on the 8 point and 6 point. So what's going to happen if white hit? Yeah, let's give white 4-3. So white will play like this. Now black's checker is on the board. Black will have anti-joker from the board, which is 1-5, 3-5, 1-4, 2-4. These dice numbers are disaster for black. On the contrary, if black would choose 2 men down, and let's give white the same dice number, 4-3. So white will play like this. And black checker is on the board. Now, black can handle all these numbers, 1-5, 3-5. Black can attack on the 3 point. And 1-4, 2-4, black can handle. So that makes a big difference. Yeah, the spear checker on the 8 point is huge. That's why a 2 men down is better by 100. Did you get it? Do you like it? Okay, see you tomorrow, guys. Are you ready to roll the dice? Now, I want to introduce you our third book, Backchecker Strategy, written by Roland Herrera and Michihito Kageyama. It describes everything about backchecker. We categorize backchecker formation into 5 groups. We should apply different concepts in each stage. We also put 2 unique ideas, F13 and glued backchecker. I believe this book will boost your backgammon knowledge. My philosophy is, the more you understand backgammon, the more you enjoy backgammon. Be happy with backgammon.